Then dip me underway. You can fill my mouth with flow. Hold me till I scream forever breathe. And wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
What's up, A-Gang, and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a little different because it's not a vlog, and I know y'all used to seeing vlogs, but if you read the title of this video, we're about to retwist my locks, and I'm about to show you how to retwist your locks too. So let's get started. So as most of y'all know, I have been locked for like 7 years now. I hit 7 years just back in August. I started my lock process. My hair was already like here maybe, and the technique that was used to start my locks was the Insta locks, and it's basically where they use this little tool. It kind of looked like a crochet needle thing, but it's not. It's like a little tool. The lady, she sectioned my hair out, my loose hair, and she kind of like teased it a little bit, and then she went in with the little tool like this, and then it formed a lock. Now I did lose a lot of length, so just because it started, the length started here before I was locked, I know y'all immediately was like, oh, that's why her locks are so long now. No, it started here, but I lost a lot of length. Like, for example, the locks that was like up here, they literally was like this long when she was done. They were so short. On the sides, they probably came to like here, to like where my ear was, and they didn't, if I could find some pictures, I'll insert some pictures of what they look like when I first got them done. When I first got them done, she had 2 braids going to the back, so they looked fine. But once I took those braids down, baby, I was looking at my head like, what the hell did I do? But now we are here, and they look so good. They're so healthy. How was I able to maintain healthy locks? Y'all, it's simple. Less is more. I don't do a lot with my locks. I only retwist every 6 to 8 weeks, and I'm the only person who retwists my locks. When I first initially started my locks, somebody did that. It took some hours to get it done, and I had not let anyone else touch my locks until a couple of years after that. I got some lock knots, but that has been the only time anyone else has played with my locks or retwisted my locks. My sister helped me retwist one time. My mom helped me retwist one time. Lexi helped me retwist one time. Leah helped me retwist one time. Like, I'll have them do the back and then I'll do the front. But other than that, no. I maintain my own locks. Also, if y'all notice, I don't do a lot of styling with my locks. And I had some people in the comments here and there some years ago that was like, can you do more to your locks? And my answer to that is no. Because for one, too much tension can cause them to start breaking. And for two, that shit hurts. I am severely, I'm not going to even say severely, but I'm tender-headed, and just me pulling my locks up in a ponytail, it hurts. I can do it for short periods of time, but I can't be one of those people that get all of those lock styles and they keep them up for weeks at a time. I can't do that. That's going to give me a headache immediately. So yeah, I don't do much to my locks. I really just kind of retwist them and just let them hang. Every so often, I do the 2-strand to kind of hold my retwist longer, and then a few times I did a lock bob with the lock knots. That takes forever. That's like one of my favorite styles. I would have to do another video another time showing y'all how to do that style, but it takes so long. That's why I don't do it often, but I absolutely love that style on me, and it will forever be like my favorite style. But day to day, this is how my locks are. Just hanging, doing their own thing. So let's get into how to retwist your locks. I'm gonna show y'all, and then I'm gonna also show y'all how to 2-strand them. We have already shampooed our locks really good with some clarifying shampoo to get all of that buildup out. If you use a lot of products, and I don't necessarily use a lot of products, but the products that I do use on my locks, they are so thick, and it leaves behind residue. This is what I'm using today, and this is what I've been using for the last couple of years. It leaves a lot of buildup to me. So I do use a clarifying shampoo to make sure that we're stripping all of that buildup out. But keep in mind, when you're using a clarifying shampoo, you're not only stripping out the buildup, but you're stripping out the natural oils in your locks or your hair just in general. So make sure you go back through with a moisturizing shampoo and make sure you moisturize after you shampoo. Today I moisturize with this oil, and then I also moisturize with this coconut oil. This is my first time putting the coconut oil in my locks, and I am already noticing just off the bat that it is making it a tad bit more greasier than what I would like. So I don't know if I use too much or what the issue is. Also, my hair is naturally frizzy. It's always been frizzy. My loose hair was frizzy. My locks are frizzy. When I do put a little oil on them, it does take the frizz out just a little bit. Also, I'm gonna show y'all a technique that I do to get the frizz out temporarily. It'll eventually come back over time, but you know, you can kind of make it look a little better temporarily. So enough of all of my talking. Let's get into the video. So I am about to section off my hair. Of course, we're going to start with the back. I use a mirror so that I can see. And you know what? I like to pull all of my locks to the top of my head. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to bring her up. And I just put it into like a little ponytail. And then from there, the longer it has gotten, it gets harder for me to do it like this, but we're gonna do it. So then I use my mirror so that I can see the back of my head, and then I pull out the locks that I want to work with right now. So we're gonna pull these two out, and then eventually I'm gonna pull these two out because we're gonna do the 2-strand with 4 locks instead of 2. I normally do the 2 strands with only 2 locks, but I feel like it makes it too small, and I don't want the 2-strand skinny, like super skinny, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do it with 4 locks instead this time. So then we're just gonna put a little bit of product on there. Put enough, y'all. Put enough, but not too much to where, you know, you're gonna be able to see the product in your hair. Also, you're gonna wanna keep a water bottle handy. This is some rose water, but it's not any more rose water in here. It was empty and I just put some water in there. This is just regular water. So we're gonna make sure it's nice and wet. And then we're gonna take our comb and smooth it out. Now, I don't pay a lot of attention to my parts. Unless I can. If I can't, I just leave them alone because obviously I can't see the back of my head that well to like really get into the parting. But when I have other people help me retwist, I have them kind of like clean my parts up for me in the back. So anyway, you're gonna take the hair after you comb, you smooth this part out. You're gonna take it and then you're gonna twist it to your, let me see. You're gonna twist it to your right. So this is my right. Because of course, I don't, is this, anyway. So I'm twisting to my right. So you're just gonna twist the lock like this. And then if you want to get fancy, you can put it in between your hands like this and just roll. And it'll roll it right on up for you. Like so, like that. And then I'm about to do the other ones and I'll be back. Okay, I had to finish the back off camera and I decided it was gonna be easier for me to show y'all in the front. So I know I look a little crazy right now, but I sectioned out the 4 locks that I wanna work with. So this one and these over here, I already have the product on them. So now we're just gonna twist. Before we twist, we're gonna smooth the hair out a little bit. Like so. And then with these front locks, we're actually going to twist them going to the back. That's how mine is, like that's how my locks are. So I just been twisting them that way from day one. So we're just going to continue doing the same thing. So you're just going to twist it like this, going back. Now, you see how some of that product is building up? All I do is just swipe my finger down the lock. Just like that. So once we get the lock started, the retwist started, we're just gonna put it in the palm of our hands and do this. Boom. Smooth it out again. Bam. Go to the next one. I don't normally keep the hair in my mouth. I don't know if y'all want to do that or not. I am getting product in my mouth when I do this, FYI, but it's just easier for me and it makes it go a little quicker. So I'm gonna show y'all how I retwist the other ones and then we'll move on to the actual 2-strand twist. showing. Let me let my arm rest a little bit. Yes, your arms are gonna get tired. I don't know what to tell you about that. Your arms are definitely gonna get tired. So for the two strand, we're just gonna take, I'm gonna take these two and these two, and you're gonna start twisting them going backwards. And as you twist, each strand you pick up, you're gonna twist as you take it back down. So you're gonna twist it, take it under. Twist it, take it under. Twist it, take it under. And you're gonna do that all the way to the bottom. So you're literally picking up the piece, twist, and then take it under. Pick up another piece, twist it, take it under. This is gonna make the two strand, the twist, stay. Now, if you let this go, you put a rubber band and everything on it, you let it go and it start unraveling, that's because you did it wrong. Make sure you're twisting going back. See how I'm going back towards my face? And as I'm picking the hair up, I'm twisting it. I'm twisting it as I'm twisting it. If that makes sense, y'all. Y'all know I am the worst person to explain stuff, so I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. And I'm trying to do it as slow as possible so y'all can see what it is I'm doing. And then, of course, a lot of times your locks are gonna be different lengths from other locks. So when you get to the bottom, you see how I have one lock that's longer than the other 3 locks. We're just gonna take that piece, bend it, and then we're gonna twist it going back up the lock, like that. And then we're gonna secure it with a rubber band. I am using 2 rubber bands at one time, y'all, just to make sure that it's strong enough and no rubber bands are gonna be popping. And if it do pop, hopefully it does not pop both of them. Hopefully just one pop and the other one is still secure. But to be honest, even if the rubber band pops, if you did the twist right, it's not gonna unravel. I promise. So yeah, there you have it. A little 2-strand twist with locks. Now I'm gonna finish the rest of my head and I'll be back to show y'all the finished product. just like that, we are done. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like in the back. Hopefully y'all can see. Excuse the dolls, they are currently fighting in the background right now. So it's done. I wanna like tie it down and sit under the dryer to make sure everything is nice and dry. I like to style these sometimes. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling like. I might just wear like this, but a lot of times when I have the 2 strands, I kind of take this hair and I kind of pull it back like that, and I'll take this hair here and I'll pull that back and I'll wear it like this. So it's a couple of things you can do to it. You might be able to kind of like pull it up in a ponytail up here like that. Like you can still style it. I don't want to style it right now because I just got done with it and I want to give it time to dry a little bit. But yes, this is the final look. I also took a little bit of the gel that I used to retwist to kind of like slick my edges down a little bit, make sure those are good to go. And I normally just tie this down with a do-rag at night, and then I put a bonnet on top of that, and that's how I sleep with this style. So yeah, I hope that helped y'all learn how to retwist your own hair or retwist somebody else's hair. Maybe you have a kid, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, who knows, they have locks and you want to know how to retwist their locks. I hope I explained it good enough for y'all to understand. If you have any questions, make sure you ask it in the comment section and I will try to answer to the best of my ability. And I'll make sure I do another one of these videos when I do the lock knots. That way y'all can see how I did those. Again, everything that I did in this video is literally how I do it. It's the products that I use. I don't know if other people do it or have a different technique on how they do theirs. This is just what works for me and what works for my hair, and it makes it easy for me to be able to do my own locks rather than going and paying somebody. And honestly, it has nothing to do with like paying to get my hair done. It has a lot to do with time. I just don't have the time to be scheduling to go to sit in somebody's chair and then they cancel or they running late so they fall behind. I don't have time for all of that, so I just opted to do my own locks, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is the end of this video. Let me know if y'all like this and if you have any other questions. And as always, until next time.